Most collectors have heard of the 1916D, but almost nobody talks about the 1919 Mercury dime. And that's a massive mistake, because this coin has a secret rarity that still blindsides collectors to this day. Just so you're aware, every single coin we're going over in this video is 100% genuine, and all of the auction sales are paid in full, finalized auctions. Let's start off with this 1919 Denver issued Mercury dime. Now, if you didn't know, this is a fully issued United States coin that was made before the Roosevelt dime. The allegorical figure you see on the side is actually Lady Liberty. A lot of people get that confused with the Greek god Mercury. When it comes to grading your coin, 70 is the highest grade. Anything below 60 is not considered uncirculated. So this coin is about uncirculated, which is why it says AU 55. Remember, the higher the grade your coin achieves, the more money it is going to bring in auction. This little 10-cent coin sold for $210. Alright, you can see this coin is a 61 mint state coin. It was graded by NGC. It's a Denver issued coin once again. You can see that by the mint mark on the back, bottom, center, left area of the coin. This coin was able to sell for $660. Alright, this is where it starts to get a little more interesting. Here we have a PCGS graded mint state 63 with the full bands on the back. Denver issued once again, 63 is higher than the previous coin of a 61. Now let's talk about these full bands. The full bands we're talking about is on the back center of the coin. You're going to see these horizontal bands on this hatchet. That area is the highest point on the coin. It gets worn down the quickest, and during the minting process, it is the hardest area to strike. Despite a mintage of almost 10 million pieces, this 1919D full banded coin was able to sell for $2,820. Moving right up here, we've got a PCGS graded mint state 64, so it is 1 point higher than the previous coin. However, this coin sold for a staggering $6,900, mainly because of that very high grade. Now listen, if you ever come across a very rare coin like this, please get it inspected by at least a few coin dealers. People that are trustworthy, that are not going to lead you down the wrong path. Once again, this coin was able to sell for $6,900. Guys, you're not going to believe this, but this coin sold for $38,400, and it mainly comes down to this. Keep in mind, when you sell your coin can be very, very important to figuring out the value of your coin. There are going to be times where there's a market high and the coins are just going to sell for more money. And if you got a few bidders that get into a bidding war where multiple people want to get their hands on a specific coin, that is where it gets really interesting, because these bidders can bid each other up to higher and higher numbers until eventually one of the bidders taps out and the opposing bidder wins. That could have happened in this case because $38,400 for this mint state 65 coin with full bands is a lot of money. Speaking of a lot of money, this coin graded 1 point higher than the previous coin. This is a mint state 66. And guys, you're not going to believe how much money this coin sold for. PCGS did grade it, and it does have those full bands on the back of the coin. It sold for a staggering $90,000 for this Mercury dime from 1919. Pretty crazy, right? Well, if you have a rare coin, make sure to find someone really reputable and safe to look at your coins. Do your own homework, do your research, and we will see you guys in the next video.